A new building and a new name. The world's largest collection of historic British cars is now on display to the public, some of them for the first time. The British Motor Museum in Gaydon reopened to much excitement. £5.1 million of funding from Heritage Lottery, the British Motor Industry Heritage Trust and Arts Council England among the names to back the project.
It's been fantastic day for us. It's great to see people actually finally interacting with all the stuff that has been on a sheet of paper for a long time. When you plan something, it's great to actually then see actually people enjoying the exhibition. You know, all the hard work that's gone into it. It's for a reason, and that's for people to see it. And we're really pleased. Everybody's been really positive, so it's a great day.
Cars that will appeal to all ages are on display, from modern supercars to some that are still shining many decades on. The museum has also been designed to be far more interactive than before, and the company hired to bring it into the 21st century says it's made visits to the museum a far more wholesome experience.
We've been in charge of all the internal, the 2D graphics and the three-dimensional design as well. So everything that you see within this building really that surrounds the cars is our responsibility. So we've kind of been running the project, and then we employ fabricators to kind of build the things for us. So we've designed it all. And I think we've tried to bring a lot more kind of structure and narrative into it, kind of the way we've got the cars grouped around kind of the central plinths. So it kind of made it more easily navigable. So you can see like the big overhead signs of like design and concept, motorsports, etc. So it feels like the visitor is going on a journey through the museum, as opposed to just being like a collection of very nice cars, like some salubrious car park. It is trying to get a bit more of that story of the British motor industry and how it breaks down into different sections.
Film buffs won't be in short supply of recognisable vehicles, from cars that have appeared in Bond films, visited the future, been in the company of Judge Dredd, or transported Lady Penelope.
The museum was quite crowded. There was no easy route round. If you knew where you were going, it was okay. But the idea now is that it's a little bit easier to navigate. There are lots of things to take your eye, and I think we're displaying the collection much better. There are lots of things to look at different levels, which previously there wasn't. It was sort of almost like a heritage car park, so to speak. So I think we've made the museum look really attractive. We've used lots of material from our collection as well. A lot of our stuff's hidden away, our archive. We've got a fantastic archive of pictures and publicity material. People can see sort of a different aspect maybe to the collection than they did before.
There are record breakers too, from cars that tried to break land speed records to Monte Carlo rally winners to the first ever Range Rover Sport to roll off the production line. And there's also the chance to see some very rare cars too, some that didn't make it into production and some that did, including this Jaguar XJ220, capable of 213 miles an hour.
We attract a wide sort of audience, not just the car buffs. I mean, the car buffs will always come to us, but cars appeal to every generation, I think. Everybody's got a car story, and when we talk about stories, car stories, you know, everybody can remember the car they learned to drive in or the one their mum and dad had. So that's why we try and sort of mix it up, so that you can make a connection. I mean, that's where museums always work, I think. Like, you can make a connection either with your own story or with your parents' story or your grandparents' story, and I think that's what really works well. Probably about 80% of the collection is the same. What we've done is that we've redisplayed it. We've got a number of new items, but most of the cars are ones that are in our collection. Some of them have been hidden away, not been on display for a while, but most of the stuff that's new is particularly the film and the photographs and the archive material that we've got on display that bring the story to life, I think, so that it's not just concentrated on the four wheels. When you work on a big project, it's really great to get to that final bit, not only from catching up on your sleep, but to actually, as I say, to see the thing done finally in reality, when you can remember sitting in a room just knocking ideas around, and to actually then see it finished is fantastic.
The museum, which is on the same site as Aston Martin and Jaguar Land Rover, closed for the revamp at the end of November. Now reopen, it's holding a Build a British Car Week throughout half-term, with workshops hoping to inspire the next generation of car designers. Alex Topney at the British Motor Museum in Gaydon.